Hey, this is Chris from the Great Brick Lab. Do an update video from my basement. This is how we wash over 50 pounds of Lego at one time. And I'm going to kind of review the process here. So if you have questions, put them in the chat. I am going to set the camera up here. It's not the best angle, but that's the drying Lego. This is the Lego that's currently being washed. I'm just going to go through the process and talk it through as I go. I always get a little wet when I'm doing this. So if I don't take my socks off and roll up my pants, it always gets a little wet. If you're in the video and you're watching, give us a comment so that I know that you're there. Take off my watch, because that does always get a little wet. So what you're looking at right here, this is Lego that's been drying for a few days. I don't know how many days it's been, but I just come in here every once in a while and I kind of rotate it. See if it's wet. And it's starting to feel dry. So set this over here. And then if it's not dry, I'll take it and then move it to the top, because I'm gonna empty these 3 containers of Lego right there. They're all soaking in the water. Yeah, it's getting pretty dry. Oh wow, there's a whole bunch. Sometimes the little ones in these mesh bags are definitely easier to pick up, but they seem to dry. The bottom one usually is the one that's still wet. Yeah, it's still wet. Not quite there. So these things here, I've built these things out of tubs, so I'm dumping out water right there. And these are locker shelves. I found them at the Goodwill for like $1. Those seem to work really well to catch the water as it drips down. And we've got to dump out that old water. This house is convenient. It's got a pit. It's a gray water drain pit for washer, the washing machine, the sink here, and then all the work that I do with the Lego. So, all right, let's get some mesh bags. 3 of them. These mesh bags are definitely wearing out. Overloading with too much Lego. So, get the bag ready, and I'll put this Duplo underwater when we're ready here. Turn on the water. The water drains from the sink to a hose over here. I turned on the water early. Get some hot water going. A little bit of a bravery test here. I've made messes. I might have got this right. Often I don't even really care if all the Lego comes out of that tub. It's just going to get more Lego in it at about right after I'm done. All right, so there's the Lego. Got soapy water on it. Let's kind of rinse it down. So if you're familiar with Great Brick Lab's channel, you know that we go through a lot of Lego here. We do have a process being developed of washing Lego at our warehouse, and that Lego is going to be washed in a cooler. Gigantic cooler has been put on wheels. That's probably pretty loud. A cooler that's on wheels with a drain plug and it's going to be put in mesh bags. So that's what's going to happen. So, all right. A little bit more rinsing down. It doesn't take very much to rinse it off. I used to do this a lot different, but the volume of Lego that we have, that we go through, kind of, this process kind of developed over time. So one more to go. So, like I said, this pit is unique. I've never had a house that had this pit before. But definitely taking advantage. All right, so this piece of paper. Okay. So that one there I got completely empty of Lego. I'm going to fill it with water. Actually, I'll probably need 2 of them for that group there. Fill that up. Position these guys. Let them lay there underneath this fan. I used to have the fan on full blast. I've learned that it's not necessary. It's so loud. You hear it throughout the entire house. That's actually not necessary. I run it on low. Have some quiet. Quite a few days. This is wet. Bags are all falling apart. So sometimes I put there so they don't like. All right. Next, going to this one's filling up. So the drain, the water doesn't fill up fast enough. The water doesn't really fill up fast enough. So I'm going to turn the camera around. How do I do that? Yeah. I don't know how to turn the camera around. Hey, Kyle. Okay. So this tub is almost filled with water. So I normally would take, I've been not paying attention because I'm doing the video, but I normally fill this bucket. I mean, like I said, this is a pretty unique situation to my house. But I'm going to fill this bucket. I'm not even reading the comments. David West, is that a gate slash grate slash green? Yes. Yeah, I'll show you what this is right here. I wish I could figure out how to turn the camera around. Settings, camera. Oh, too many button pushes in order to do that. Okay. So there is yeah, pull it up. Look at it. Yeah, so it's a little mesh gate. I guarantee that pit down there, it's got a sump pump. I guarantee that pit has a lot of Lego in the bottom of it. I can attest to that. And they just drip dry to the totes. Yep, it'll just drip dry after a few days. It'll just dry all up. It'll be good. All right. Yes, because you asked about the washing process, Dave, and so here's your update video. So with the fan pointed at the Lego, it takes about 3 days. But there are times when I will have it stacked all the way up to here, like 10 bags, maybe. I don't know, maybe 10's overestimating. I always exaggerate. So let's say 5. It's 5 big full bags of Lego, and it will take more days to get dry. And that's what happens. Another question: how do you dry your Lego? Well, that's drying. That's Lego is getting dry right there. So this Lego has been in these mesh bags for a while, and just kind of rotate it every once in a while, and it drips into those trays. Watch the beginning of the video. More questions. These washing the video, Lego videos always get a lot of questions because everybody wants to learn how to wash their Lego, and Well, by necessity, we kind of perfected the process, or we tried to. Oh, I need soap. Okay, so I know there's a question on there. I'll get to that in a minute. So soap, this is a combination of dish soap and vinegar. Um, Vinegar helps get rid of the smoke smell. If it is bad smoke smell, we just get rid of it. I always spill water, so I sweep that out. I try and prep a lot of water ahead of time in these containers. A lot of good soap water. And I used to do like all hot water. I have learned that that's actually not the best. And even with warm water, sometimes it doesn't get it 100% clean. But I'm not trying to get every one of them clean. I'm trying to really just give it good things. And come in here and this Lego that I'm washing, I'm going to do Duplo here. I didn't do Duplo. I'm done. The Lego's been screened. Woo! All right, so the Lego's been screened. When regular Lego was put in here, it's been screened for many things, and electronics and batteries have been removed. Electronics for sure. So we do pull all that, and I think I'm only going to need 2 of these. So I actually combine this one. Get a nice good size. All right, my water's prepped. It's super loud. Made it all. Stir it up. On the Duplo, I like to separate because even after Duplo dries, there's still water trapped. Barely see it, so they tend to float to the top, so it's easy. Lift up. I always miss one or two, and then when since my son is 2, he literally has furniture made out of Duplo brick, and we go through it before we send it to the store. When we're doing that, if I don't do this, the water is trapped in there, and it's all over the place. Sort through to what we want to keep and what we want to sell. Isn't it funny? I'm at the point in my life where if we find a new element in Duplo, we're like excited. Like we've never seen this print or this animal. That's where I'm at in my life. Good place to be. My son's so much fun. He's playing Duplo. He's actually putting together Lego. So he's able to do regular Lego, but we don't have a table to put by himself. He has to monitor. We're building a Technic set, and obviously I'm following instructions, but he helps me with some of the pins and okay, so you get it. You got it. I'm sure there's a few questions on there that I haven't got to. All right, so I always make a mess. It's always a water mess. So you just if you're going to do it this way, I plan on having it be a little bit messy. Okay, let's see what the questions are. All right, 2 people left. So looks like I got them all actually. Yeah, I do everything inside. of drying. I go outside in the freezing. I never do it outside. I don't. I don't. It's just not part of the process. I could imagine. Yeah, your retail place doesn't have much of a space to dry. You could probably figure out a way to contract it, but that's why you're talking about doing it outside. Okay. Need a brick or two. Usually wash 20 pounds in the washing machine, mesh bags, throw them in the dryer, air dry. Perfect so far. Yeah. We're having a washing machine at the warehouse installed. I don't know if we're going to use it. Air dry. Okay, so it's all right. That's my question. So I'm going to show you next. Let's do. Okay. So now I've got these mesh bags. Grab a couple of them. This space over here is where the old store used to be, and I've been filling. These boxes with Lego. All right, let's go get a few more. That little tiny space for these new operations. Kyle's still here, but he. I'll show you what I do with it after it's dried. All right, I got an impromptu build a thing to hold my camera. Okay. All right, so no wide angle lens, but maybe. So these are the ones that get shipped to us. They get shipped to us in these large boxes. And empty. All right. Usually I stack them too high, but in general, it's about 2 of these mesh bags. Put in here. Some of these are smaller, so I think I might be able to get through. I know I can put more in there, but it's not good. It's a little too heavy. So a little bit fuller is better for the box because it's crushed down. But stick to just 2. And just like that, I would estimate 75 pounds of Lego right there. Ready to go. And once I get 6 of those, I will take them to the warehouse. All right, so David, question about how long do I let it soak? At least 8 hours, sometimes less. It actually doesn't take much more than maybe, that's just me, but I think it actually gets clean enough after, I don't know, maybe an hour or 2. It's not getting much cleaner after 2 hours. You just sit there in cold water. So I'd say, 2 hours is enough. All right. Cool. And that is it for the video. I'm going to show you one more thing. Lots of conversation lately about all right, so we got somebody here working who is filling drawers, and we're going to record them doing a couple drawers. So basically what's happening here is they've got a bag of cataloged Lego. Was that your last bag, or do you have another bag? You got another one? I think it's down here. On there. So taking from one file, checking to make sure it's the right part, and then okay, so she's looking for the part there. So she's found the part, light bluish gray, and two different lots for some reason. So somebody probably got the color wrong. So she deleted a lot of two that was wrong. So she's right now looking for light bluish gray, lime, and dark bluish gray, and then throwing them in there. All right, so there's the lime, one lime, and three dark bluish gray, and they're in there. And then she's got that, see how that it's on the left side, so that's the left, or rather, that's the right drawer, and that's the right, and then there's the left, and there's the left. Looks like she's gonna add more to the right, gets the colors going there. Yeah, those look like they might be, have supposed to have been light. I don't think that comes in light gray.
I don't think it comes in.
I don't think it comes with light gray, so
No,
yeah.
it doesn't.
Yeah, so just increase the lot by 2, and then you fixed a problem from a cataloger, right? So and then what she'll do after she gets the whole right one filled, she'll scan that drawer's right and then throw it into here and then move it from this quadrant to that quadrant, and that's the master file for this tub of drawers. And all the remarks are filled, so all I do is take all these drawers. Lately what I've been doing is taking all these drawers and I line them up on a shelf. I take a shelf like this and then line them all up and then verify each one. And if there's a note or a remark and no drawer, so that's a missing drawer, or if there's a drawer and no remark, then that's a missing data. And then pull that from the file or from the drawers and then fix it later. Because you're doing so many at one time that it's just there's a potential for problems. It just happens. David West has a question. All the remarks are the same, side vice versa. Yeah. So this one here will be Q1, and this one here will end up being Q13 when she scans them. With this, yeah, scan gun, and then so is the bottom file source material? No, the source material is this one up here. So it goes from the source bag of the cataloger who dropped it off in a big bag like this, and then it's broken down. She's down to the last few parts for a big bag, and the bag name was 6-25-0. And she's just kind of transposed. She's copying from down to there, and then up to there when you go into the master file. Yes, this tub right here has had a spill.
Yesterday, actually.
Yesterday we spilled this tub, but I transferred it from the small tub to a larger tub, and then a couple of these columns fell over. It actually didn't take too long to. It's frustrating to do, but it didn't take all that long to recheck it. Actually. And you know, driving with these tubs back to the warehouse. Yeah, we're always so scared that they're going to fall. But what's the worst thing that could happen? I mean, it happens. Stuff happens all the time. Doesn't prevent me from getting work done. Pricing is done by me at the point of entry as soon as I enter into the store. So, and some of the stuff here, like this one here, doesn't fit into a bag, but there's a note on there that says Q574. So it looks like this is Q574. So what I'll do is I'll get a lower going or something. And then what we'll do is we'll stuff things in here to keep these things from tipping and all. I mean, that obviously there's some loose space there. Um, you know, it is what it is. It works. All right, 25 minutes. That's it. I'm going to end it. Thanks for joining, David. I'll give it a green. Oh, Vincent, you just joined. I have to go back and watch the rest of the video. So I'm doing this from home, and this is what the test is. I'm testing these, and it totally works as a microphone with StreamYard, and I'm so happy about that. So maybe more of these will be done with StreamYard as the source of broadcasting. And I should have done StreamYard earlier because I totally have it, so why not? But, get OBS connected to StreamYard. If there's a way to do that, probably StreamYard. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyways, thanks for watching and for being a supporter of Great Brick Lab. We'll see y'all later.